Hello everybody and welcome to this replay. Today we have yet another 2v2. Again, one of the newer replays, and I didn't really get the chance to read the comments as there really are none, but I did take a look at the unit composition as I did with the previous replay. I found something interesting about it and just chose to cast the replay, I suppose. There are no damn observers in this game, so I'm gonna have to turn the Fog of War off, which is gonna be detrimental for my observation skills. But oh well, no big deal there. Anyhow, this is gonna be left versus right. Standard build order, but weird building placement, I would say. There's no apparent wall off, and are we okay, we're not facing an orc player, so I suppose there's no possibility of a Blade Master harass or anything like that. He is trying to place a wall off now, but this is a very weird fashion of... I mean, this is going to be a very late wall off, I suppose, because this gap is going to remain for a long period of time. Here we have a more standardized way of construction, which is a much better wall off with this narrow gap here. I mean, you can push an army through it, eventually you can, but this just creates such an opening and such an opportunity to attack. I mean, it severely diminishes really reduces your defender's advantage, so to say. Wisp coming in to scout, peasant on the other side, actually not a peasant, a militia coming in. Forward farm placement or early warning system, and we are at the stage of... Okay, this is a very wide wall off. I'm not sure if this is... not sure how many gaps this has, but it doesn't really matter. A hero composition. Archmage first here in combination with a Demon Hunter. What do we got for the double human player? Archmage. Wow, we're gonna have 3 Archmages in this game. One of them is bound to have Blizzard at the standby. I can't imagine that they wouldn't get a Blizzard out. We're definitely gonna see some action with it. I'm so sorry that we don't see an Orc player on the left team, because double Blizzard with some sort of a slow, perhaps a clap or some slow from sorceresses would be detrimental, but doesn't matter. I think if we see any bears or something like that coming in from Night Wolf player, we're gonna have a very similar scenario. It's just that the Night Elf has magic immune units, so we shall see how that will work. And those water elementals at tier 2 with Dryads most likely gonna just get dispelled, and both of these Archmages are gonna retrain. A small militia force brought in here to creep, while on the other hand a significantly larger militia force being pulled here to clean this gold mine up. Probably because he wants to expand there, but on the other hand the other human player, he does not have any intention of expanding. Not yet, I cannot see any of the signs. Perhaps they will clean this up soon. I know that on this map you get some pretty good drops from these creeps. Yep, there we go, Potion of Greater Healing, very nice. What did we get here? Oh, yeah, this is not that important. This is +3 strength, a bit of health, but yeah, I mean, it's not like there are any heroes yet who are gonna do significant hero focus. Gonna lose a footman, so that is never a wise thing. That is never a good thing to happen.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, checking out the colors. These are just 2 blue players, and over here we just have red and orange. Just gonna change this thing. Yeah, that's gonna be better since we don't have any observers, so there's no point to have one odd player in the game in terms of color variations. Same thing being done here. Very forward farm placement, an early warning system. I suppose that's because this is the only place where you can actually enter this part of their territory. So a pretty wise precaution. There is a medal as well. Maybe they'll place one there as well, and the bottom. So 3 possible entrances. Unless you go with a Zeppelin or something like that. Is there a laboratory on this map? No, it doesn't seem like it. So only 3 possible entrances. And wow, why are you walling off this part of your base so heavily and leaving this one wide open? I mean, I mean, don't take me the wrong. I would hate for you to misunderstand me. This is it's not like a game deciding factor or anything like that, but just looks a bit weird. And now we have the sweeping action coming in here. Most likely, we're going to see an expansion coming in. And this expansion is already running at optimum capacity. No, not yet at optimum, because we haven't enough peasants. This one should start mining, but 2 arcane towers, you really need something else there to defend that. On the other hand, there's not much of an army to try to assault it or anything like that. The best course of action is actually just to try to expand yourself in the situation. That is exactly what they're doing. Invuln pot, very nice. And Mantle of Intelligence, +3, so better than Gunlets, I suppose. Second hero Panda, so early on in the game, these footmen or any melee units until something magic immune comes along, they're gonna get raped, but only level 1 Panda thus far, he's not that much of a threat. Should really get an arcane tower here, not getting it, that's gonna be costly in the long run. Rifles, however, in the game, the assaults are being focused down, and you see this is not a wise idea at all to do. I mean, I do not like doing this. You have a farm and a farm here in the back, and so what? Now these peasants cannot come and repair the altar. They can come from the side, but then they're exposed. Better to put these farms up front, especially if you're a human. They're very easily, you can replace them very fast. Not a big loss. I mean, it's not like you lost 10 food or anything like that, much less. So no big deal there. Just put them in front where they can actually serve to absorb damage as opposed to block peasants from being able to repair. They get pushed back really fast. No big deal there. Only archers though. Archers are not gonna do much against these footmen. They're gonna take much damage. And daytime is coming soon. But your Belevent shop is here anyway. They can use Dust of Appearance to reveal any Shadow Meld archers. Oh, look at this Archmage taking a beating. Get the hell out of there. What are you doing? Block. I mean, what are you doing? Use the footman to block. How hard can it be? His friend is coming along, but he's not that far. But yeah, Mountain King now in the play, losing archers. This is bad. You don't want to be losing them. You only inflicted damage on that Archmage. You didn't actually kill him, so pretty much nothing gained there, so to say. Over here, Archmage was buying or selling something. Yeah, he bought a Scroll of Healing, and he has a considerable force for an early stage of the game in terms of footmen. And now he's putting towers on this side, but you need something. You need some sort of a wall off in front of these towers, not just towers alone, and more farms in the back. Like, why would you put it there? Just put it here. I mean, just a couple of seconds more time, that's all. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sorry for focusing on this, but it just appears to be so annoying. Oh, they have defend. Okay, so this is gonna go badly. This army is not that close and doesn't have the right composition to take this down, actually. I mean, just 2 footmen and 2 rifles with a water elemental. They're not gonna be able to take all these footmen down. I mean, on the other hand, they're pretty slow themselves, so they're gonna be able to micro away very easily. They lost 2 footmen there for 2 towers. I would say a fairly good exchange for the right team. What do we got here? Still 3 towers, and there we go. This is what you're supposed to do. Put farms in front of the towers, not behind them. I do not know or understand this game. Understand what is in his mind. If only I could read minds. Oh, I would be rich by now. Like, filthy rich. Loves of Haste, don't leave them. Yep, he picks them up. Arcane Sanctum and Workshop coming in. And yep, here we have that. Finally that wall off, so this is no longer going to annoy me. Who would we have here? He's upgrading to Castle. And he does have double Arcane Sanctum, so why is he upgrading to Castle? Perhaps he's expecting some... Perhaps he's planning on doing some tech switches or something of a kind, but I'm just not sure at this point in time. It's very difficult to make any predictions. I mean, I do not understand why are you placing an Arcane Sanctum if he already has 2 of them. you're gonna have more than enough. And okay, rifles, casters, and some mortars. That's almost always a viable combination in 2v2 games for a human player. But I don't think that there's a need to get those casters if your ally is getting it. Perhaps they want to have two self-sustaining armies. You can see that this guy is not a pro. He actually picked up a tome. I mean, yeah, pros don't read. Let's put it that way. Blood Mage second law. We're gonna. I'm guessing AOE or something like that, because I can't imagine banish working out well in this game. I mean, what would you banish really, and for what purpose? These berserk. I believe they take extra damage from piercing up to, so those dryads are gonna tear them apart. But rifles are there immediately, straight off the bat, taking out one dryad. But this army is very back. Like, they need to be up there in the front supporting these rifles. Bear not upgraded, being taken down. That's gonna hurt. Siphon mana from that Mountain King, and now he's down to 0. But he does have Wand of the Wind. Mountain King pretty low on health, and he's level 2, so you don't really want to lose him. They are TPing out, and they're gone. Successful defend, but really bad positioning on behalf of the light blue player. Is it light blue? Yeah, let's call him light blue. I mean, some really bad positioning on his behalf. He was the one who had the meat of the army, and he stayed in the far back, which proved to be detrimental. I mean, especially for the Mountain King. If this fight lasted a bit longer, he could have died, but no, they decided to TP out. Now we have priests coming in.
I smell magic in the air.
I do not understand the point of sorceresses if you're gonna have dryads plus spellbreakers. Don't think it's such a wise idea. Maybe you can have like 1 or 2 just for the sake of invisibility a bit later or something like that if you want to do some harassment. Let me just see the color of these creep camps. Are there any red creep camps on this map? Apparently no, they were all orange creep camps more or less. Ooh, Archmage actually has plus 12 attack, so nice for him. I know it doesn't seem like he hits hard, but those... Oh, look at this toe. It just got bugged there. I know it doesn't seem like much, but yeah, he can pack quite a punch over time. I'm not kidding. Okay, what went on here? A bear misrally. Well, actually, this wasn't a misrally, but he was going in the right direction. However, it's just that the double human army was in his way. We now see knights and spellbreakers, so he wanted to get knights. That's why he went to... That is why he went to castle, and this one is still at keep, so... And he has 2 units in the base. Why would you do that to yourself? And this Night Owl player really needs to stop losing his bears like that. I mean, look, he now only has 1 bear, and the fight is on the way. It's in their base, lost a lore, no likelihood gonna lost a second lore. That flame strike did nothing. I mean, literally did nothing. Now he lost 2 lores, and he has just 1 bear that he is about to lose as well. It's gonna take a really long time. Perhaps he should send 2 wisps right away to start building those 2 lores elsewhere. Otherwise, he's not gonna be able to rebuild in time for the next engagement. Red human player losing those knights, exchanging this flame strike, gonna do much more, but moving away in time, forcing that army to reposition. Healing scroll used, Modar team misrallied. Yet another knight going down. But this Mountain King's still level 2. I mean, Archmage level 3, not that big of a deal. They both went for the same hero combos. I mean, double Mountain King, double Archmage. Blood Mage goes down. Demon Hunter has to TP, but where is he going to TP to? I mean, back to his base. This looks like a pretty much fun game. They haven't got anything to hold us off. I mean, they might be able to kill off this bulwark, but what are they going to do about these rifles and mortars? This knight taking a very bad padding, but apparently nobody taking advantage of that. This mortar team should be shooting down these moonwells. my opinion anyway. What about the Mountain Kings? Do they have mana? 81, yep. There's mana for one Stormbolt there, none here. Should really use that Stormbolt somewhere. Yep, there we go. That DH now has to retreat. I mean, if he survives, it's going to be a miracle. He does, but Ancient of War falls down. This Night Elf base, pretty well built, but even so, it is being breached heavily. Yeah, these Spellbreakers aren't going to last long versus those rifles and Spellbreakers. They need something to support. They need the DPS of this army. They have the Bulwark, but they don't have the DPS. Just do anything about this massive human army that is parked right outside the Night Elf base. Just doing damage. They are managing to conduct an exchange here. They're destroying a unit for a unit, an eye for an eye, but this is not gonna work. Yes, you can rebuild your troops faster. Your supply lines are much shorter. Wait, are they actually doing this? Are they actually managing? Wow, they've actually managed to force them out. Incredible. I mean, there was a massive deficit in terms of units here, but they just pushed them out somehow. Bit of feeding going on here, and the Night Elf player is not rebuilding anything. Okay, there's a lore here, and there's a lore here. He should have done this ages ago. Just sent 2 wisps somewhere down and built them. By now they would practically be done, but no, he opted not to do that, and they're gonna have an army deficit if the human team decides to attack again, because the Night Elf player won't be able to pretty much make anything. His gold supply is irrelevant at the moment. I mean, he's not gonna be able to make anything. It's 700 gold, but so what? Big deal. He's just building wisps for that 700 gold. Nothing significant there. And I wonder, are these middle expansions going to be taken by anyone? Early warning system here being taken down, namely a farm. And this expansion is going to be threatened very soon. I can't help but to wonder, would it not be better to just hit the Night Elf base once again, try to go for these lures once again, and that way you would practically be guaranteed a far larger army throughout the whole clash. But yeah, that seems to be what they're doing. Where is the light blue player? He's trying to expand here, and they certainly have the option now. But just look at this expansion. I mean, this is wide open. I mean, this cannot be more open. It is not possible. Yep, there we go. Those lures are being taken down once again before they get a chance to make anything. And this is really bad. There are 4 Modar teams in the back. And they should just focus down the second lore as well. Yep, that is what he's doing. And now they're free to retreat, actually. There's no need for them to engage anymore. They are just going to take down those 2 lures and exchange 2 TPs for 1 TP for 2. This went really well for them. I mean, they got some gold here in the exchange. They took down 2 lures once again. Night Elf has 1000 gold, but has no production capabilities. Perhaps you should just give it to human. And yeah, see if he can make something out of it. He seems to be playing this game alone, as there is too much harassment, too much pressure being done against the Night Elf. This base is fully operational now, and they're turning to defend, but such an unfavorable position to defend. They should be able to. Oh, that was a bad flame strike. 3 beasts went down. But now we have a problem. You see, the human army is engaging a double human army. I mean, it's 2 for 1. You might be able to exchange here for a while. I mean, do some damage. They're gonna make you pay for it. You're gonna make them pay for it, but you're not gonna. Most importantly of all, you're not gonna be able to take this expansion down. That is my logic of it anyway. If he manages to take down 2 armies with 1, this is going to be hilarious. I mean, this is going to be absolutely hilarious if he manages to do that. Demon Hunter 4, Panda level 2, so that... Oh, Flame Strike coming in. Sorcerers being taken down. The light blue player doesn't have that many minutes compared to his ally, primarily because he expanded, but Panda now being taken down. This expansion is mining throughout this fight. I mean, it has already paid for itself, I think. Mountain King level 3, and this is basically a timer. When those two Mountain Kings reach level 5, it's gonna be a dead hero every cooldown. I mean, double level 3 Stormbolt is, yeah. Fortunately, they have a Blood Mage and a Demon Hunter to burn that mana off. And I don't understand, they both went for the auras. There was no need for them to go. I mean, they don't stack. They need to do something about these Modar teams though, otherwise they're losing the fight precisely because they have a clear line of fire. They do have Modars of their own, but if they want to win this, they will want to save these rifles, and they will want to take these Modars down. Once they're gone, this assault will pretty much be over. But we shall see. This Archmage is so low on health. I feel that even if they would, I mean, the left team is doing such a miraculous job here. I mean, just think about it. This is 1 versus 2, and they're managing to push them back. And now this is the mining for the first time is getting disrupted, but no peasants killed. This is still a fully functional mine. Oh man, they've taken so much. Let's just go here. They've taken 2.5k gold out of it. Well, not 2.5k, but 1.5k. Okay, maybe it did pay for itself, but if they lose it, I mean, that's not what they want at all. If they manage to hold on to it, they're gonna have such a massive advantage. Even though this gold mine is in such an exposed position, they might be able to mine, at least to mine some resources out of it. They're already up in terms of gold due to those TP exchanges and buildings taken down. And on top of that, the expansion, of course. But we shall see. I mean, I see some pretty impressive things from the left side. They are fighting a 1v2 battle, and they seem to be holding their ground. But now this assault seems to be over. They can no longer sustain this attack. Their main lines have been breached, and they've reached the siege. The front lines of the right team have reached the siege of the left team, and they're going down. They have to retreat now. Finally, those lures were in place and they started producing things. But still though, yet another miss on the Flame Strike there. Oh well, you can't really expect a lot of hits on that Flame Strike, especially not in a matchup where people actually know what they're doing. I mean, this is far from a WCG matchup or something like that, but still, these are pretty good players. I give them credit. However, yeah, they've pushed them back now, and this expansion is... There are 2 knights here, what are they doing? Now the right team just needs to sit back, relax, and continue holding on. Just continue basically to hold them off. There's no need for them to be aggressive at all. They can just sit back and defend for a while. Their gold is stacking, they have a greater income. But oh damn, this was a pretty bad burn. Bit of fire, and Flame Strike managed to score a hit as well. Now they have to retreat, and where will they retreat? There are no towers here or anything of a kind. I think this is it as far as this expansion is concerned. His teammate is retreating completely, and they're abandoning this gold mine. They're not even trying to run away with peasants, they're just leaving them there to mine. The last bit of gold. Okay, 2.6k mined exactly, I think. Is it? Yep. 2.6k they've managed to drain out of here, which is a very good amount. This was a very good investment, especially since they forced their opponents to be on the offense.
The sleeper has awakened.
Okay. What do we have here? Just give me a moment. Right. They're trying to make a counter-strike. Oh, they're expanding as well, but this is going to get scouted very soon, and this is just not going to happen. Another expansion coming down. I wonder, will this one work out, though? But we've seen a heroic fight go on here. I mean, that is the best description I can give. 1 versus 2, and they managed to succeed in that push, which was miraculous in my opinion. A knight, will this bear go down? Apparently not, since the rejuvenation, but Stormbolt is there, and it's gone. Oh, this is a bad engagement. Really bad. We need to retreat. Meanwhile, he's coming in with motor teams, and this base is gonna take a beating once again. TP being forced. Now he can just run away, actually. And this is yet again an extremely favorable exchange. A TP for no TP. However, what is going on here? This base is being... What? Where did you TP? His teammate came in, but he went out. Oh, this flame strike. Just look at this. Now he's waiting for a cooldown for that TP, but it's not gonna come soon enough. This was such a bad call. I haven't seen maybe that Archmage was too low or something like that, but to withdraw all those knights, that bulwark of the army backwards, such a bad idea in my opinion anyway. And we're wisely placing a shop here, and now they are mining from this gold mine. We shall see what will happen here. Now the right team must be on the offensive. They need to make a push. They need to do something about this. Otherwise, I mean, they stand to lose this game after such a good start. I mean, I would hate to see them lose, but look at these all these bears now. Mass TP coming into place. Oh, he's TPing in the far back of the base. I do not understand the strategy at all. He should have TP'd to his ally and then rushed together with him. But no, instead he TP's here, and what can he do now? Let me tell you something. Nothing. He can do nothing. His ally is basically forced to now just fuck around with this army back and forth until his TP cooldown is finished. And now they can do a proper engagement. Flame strike coming in. Oh man, that flame strike is so painful. It is continuously forcing a reposition of the army. Panda gone, level 3 right here. Knights, they can be beating. Knights cannot stand up to bears alone. I mean, they sort of can, but that rejuvenation more than compensates for it. They are very fast units, these knights. Mountain King, full being staffed out. That's gonna be so painful. Those Griffins doing a fantastic job here, but they are low on health themselves. No, actually they're not. That's a knight below them. Sorry. A water elemental exchange. Can't help but to wonder, just one of these archmages just to go and retrain. DH now turning into a Superman, but not going to do much good with two Markings in play. They reach level 5, but they are level 5, but no mana. Oh, wrong mana burn. Why would you burn the Archmage? You should have burned the Mountain King. And now we're going to see that painful Stone Goal coming to play. Come on, before the mana burn. Yes, there we go. Perhaps he wanted to wait. No, my god. He's out. Mountain King pretty low. I guess the other Mountain King was taken down. Sorry, failed to see that, but if they do have 2 level 5 Mountain Kings, this is okay, he's there, and where is the other one? It's right here. So it's level 4. He's very close to level 5, but he's trapped here. You should really consider taking down one of these farms or something like that. They are mining, and they're gonna intercept them in terms of resources and in terms of gold that was mined. Plus he's waiting to take this expansion as well, and the right side team is in no position to do anything. This Blood Mage, he needs to get the hell out of here or he's gonna be taken down. Knights in front, no. 64 mana down. Mountain is just a couple of kills away. Actually, just 100 XP away from level 5. Now, are these scouts, this long distance, what is this? Mine, gold mines in the main have run out. There's this one is still mining. That is very low. This one should be a bit lower. Yes, it is. But they have the middle expansion, and that is pretty painful. Ooh, but now these Griffins are in place, and they stand to do a load of damage. Not much versus the Dryads, but there are other things that can take care of the Dryads. Knights being beaten down very fast, but Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire did wonders versus those Griffins, and they can't staff them all out. Panda now in danger of going down. It goes down. What now? What is the next target? The priests. Oh, Flame Strike coming in. They're not gonna do some damage. Despite of all this battle, he's still deciding to finish up this Starry Ball. Perhaps he should have waited or something. Now he's gonna lose a lot of resources. And they just GG there. I mean, that was such a detrimental loss. But I do not believe that they should have GG'd. I mean, they had 2 fully functional gold mines. One was close to running out, but still though, I mean, you shouldn't have GG'd. Perhaps it was a rage quit or something like that. Although after this, they didn't stand much of a chance of winning. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, etc. My cell phone is ringing. Bye.